there was a very wicked plot to harm Modiji, but through divine grace, he managed to come out unharmed. All over India and abroad, Indian people are celebrating this and praying for a long and healthy life for Modiji. In this day and age, for people to become so sentimental for a prime minister is very unusual. But then he is not a usual leader. He is unique, and he is the sort of person who happens to take avatar, if you like, once in a while. You probably heard about Janak, Raja Janak, who was a Rajarshi. He was called Rajarshi because he was a Rishi in his heart, and Raja, he was Raja. So I think Modiji is the second Rajarshi that is appeared. He is Rishi in his heart, and he is ruling this very great country of ours. So please join us in all the prayers. I would like to invite Renuji to do a Sikh prayer. Renuji is part of our Vande Mataram choir group. Renuji.
मेरा आप सभी को सत श्री अकाल। जैसे भारती जी ने कहा है, मैं आपको सिख मंत्र सुनाने जा रही हूँ। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भाव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच युगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भाव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच युगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भाव निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच युगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। अब मैं इसका इंग्लिश ट्रांसलेशन बताने जा रही हूँ। There is one God whose name is truth. He is the creator. He has no fear. He has no hate. Is omnipresent, never born, and self-perpetuating. With Guru's grace, recite, pray. True since beginning, true through ages, is true now. Says Nanak, will forever be true. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। नमस्ते जी। Thank you.
Thank you, Renuji.
Thank you.
No other leader has given the same respect and recognition to Sikh religion as Modiji has. And to mention a few, 44 Afghan Sikhs carrying 3 copies of Guru Granth Sahib reached India from Afghanistan on a special flight after the Taliban took over Afghanistan. He has sent all the people involved in 1984 riots to jail, no matter how influential they were. Under his government, Sri Kartarpur Sahib corridor is reopened on the auspicious occasion of 552nd Prakash Purab of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The abolition of Article 370 will also benefit Sikh community in a big way. He's organized kirtans in all the Raj Bhavan all over the country, which was nobody else has done. And he's also named 26th December the Veer Bal Divas. This in memory of Guru Gobind Singh's 2 5-year-old and 7-year-old sons who were bricked alive by Aurangzeb because they would not convert into Islam. So Sikhs have given a big sacrifice for our Sanatan Dharma, and we can never forget about that. They are our elder brothers, and I think Modiji recognizes that, and he has genuine reverence for Sikh religion. So now I would invite Nabi Prabhu or another gentleman to do the Narsingha Stuti. Nabi Prabhu, you introduce him.
Thank you. I will. Thank you so much, Modiji, and thank you for being the inspiration of holding this satsang and many others to support our divine leader. Actually, he's a great example for the world. I remember a cartoon where I saw maybe a few years ago showing Trump as the US president and showing Modiji as the Bharat president. And there was all sorts of laughter because the comparison between the two there was no comparison. Modiji is such a true born leader. And we'll talk a little bit more about him later from my point of view. But I wanted to introduce Pitambar. Are you there, Pitambar?
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Great, yes, we can hear you. Can we see you as well?
Yes, you may. Just give me 1 second.
Just in quick introduction, he was born into, there you go, Sikh family, and he still follows the Sikh tradition very much, but also he's combined it with the Hare Krishna tradition. And he's a phenomenal example of what you just said, how this combination of Sikhs and Sanatanis is such a wonderful combination. The Sikh, Dharma has been one of the prime protectors of Sanatan Dharma, and we owe them so much. And I remember my Guru Maharaj would always glorify Guru Nanak, Guru Gobind Singh, because they were such amazing Kshatriyas, personalities to protect our Dharma. Revolutionaries, yeah. So Pitambar is going to sing the Nasing prayer. I'll share this prayer so that we can follow it at the same time. So you can start with this one, and then go into the other one. Huh?
Prabhuji, can I also add that
yes.
In Guru Granth Sahib, Krishna and Ramchandra and Narsinghdev Bhagwan are all mentioned, and they are all recognized as Satguru as well. So really there's no difference between Guru Sikhi and Vedanta. They're one and the same. I've analyzed both the Bhagavad Gita and the Guru Granth Sahib, and it just focuses on the main principle of loving devotional service to the Supreme Lord. And that's why we're all here, because we need to protect each other and we need to protect our leaders and also ourselves. Jai Shri Radha Krishna, Jai Sadhguru Nanak, Jai Sadhguru Gobind Singh.
Very well said.
So we'll start off with this beautiful prayer. Shri Narasimha. Shri Narasimha, Jai Narasimha, Jaya Jaya Narasimha. Shri Narasimha, Jai Narasimha, Jaya Jaya Narasimha. Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bringa. Simha, Jaya Simha, Jaya Jaya Simha, Aladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bringa. Simha, Jaya Simha, Jaya Jaya Simha, Aladesha, Mukha Padma Bringam Shri Narsimha Jai Narsimha Jaya Jaya Narsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam Shri Narsimha Jai Narsimha Jaya Jaya Narsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam Jai Narsimha Jaya Jaya Narsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam Shri Narsimha Jaya Jaya Narsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Bringam Shri Narsimha Jaya Narsimha Jaya Jaya Narsimha Praladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Jai Shri Narsimha Bhagwan. Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlad Lad Daine Prahlad Lad Daine Akashipo Rakshaya Hiranyakashipo Rakshaya Silatanka Nekale Silatanka Nekale Narsimho Parato Narsimho Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho Yatu Yamitato Narsimho Yatu Yamitato Narsimha Mahe Narsimho Herate Narsimho Mahe Narsimho Herate Narsimho Narsimha Madin Sharanam Prapade Narsimha Madin Sharanam Prapade Kara Kamalavare Natham Aruna Shringa Lita Hiranyakashipo Tanu Bringa Keshadareka Hari Rupa Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Hare Avakara Kamala Vare Natha Buddha Shinga Alita Hiranyakashipo Tanu Bringa Keshadareka Hari Rupa Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Shadare Nar Hari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Guru Maharaj Jaya Guru Maharaj Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gaura Hari Bol 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 Jai Shri Narsingh Dev Bhagwan, Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagwan.
Thank you, Pitamba. And this prayer is a prayer of seeking protection from Prahlad Maharaj, and we dedicate this prayer from Nrsingadev, sorry, who is half man, half incarnation of the Lord, and we're dedicating this prayer to Modiji, to protect Modiji. And if you don't mind, Bhartiji, I just wanted Kanchan, Kamakshi to read the English translation so we know what we are singing.
By all means, and Nabi Prabhu, after that, if you can say a few words.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me this chance, Nabi Prabhu. Good evening, everybody. I am very good. I'm a very big fan of Modiji, so it's a privilege to say this translation on his behalf. Thank you very much. I offer my obeisances to Lord Nrsingadev, who is always giving bliss to his devotees like Prahlad Maharaj, and chiseling at the hearts of demons like Hiranyakashipu. The devotee always sees Lord Nrsingadev everywhere. Lord Nrsinga is within and without. Therefore, let us all take shelter of Lord Nrsingadev. Oh, my Lord Nrsinga, your hands are very beautiful like the lotus flower, but with your long nails, you have ripped apart the wasp Hiranyakashipu. Unto you, Lord of the universe, I offer my humble obeisances. Lord Nrsingadev Bhagwan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Hare Krishna to everyone. Modiji ki jai, Bharat Mata ki jai.
Thank you so much, Kamakshi. So, I never have been too much into politics. I actually detest politics. But my Guru Maharaj, when he realized that Modiji was going to be in charge of the Bharat government, he was extraordinarily happy. And I, not being aware of Modiji's credentials, was always asking him, why? What's so special about Modiji? You know, he's a politician. But my Guru Maharaj knew from how he governed Gujarat that this was a man of character, and he was very much a religious personality who fought for religious principles. And he explained that to me. And over the years, and my Guru Maharaj passed away 5 years ago, but over the years before that, when Modiji was in charge, he proved himself time and time again, being such a courageous and principled leader, and one who stood up against all the odds. And he would carry out decisions, make decisions which actually were difficult to make, but they were right decisions for the culture, for our traditions, for Sanatana Dharma. And he proved over time that he is such a brave religious leader. So I very much respect, of course, I very much love my Guru Maharaj, and whatever he said, I would accept it. But of course, I would make sure I accept it after I questioned it. So after you might explain this, I observed Modiji myself over the years, and I've seen wherever he goes, for example, to an overseas country, normally people, when they go, the presidents meet each other, they give each other gifts, like they present dogs to other president leaders, they give some vases or some, but Modiji, what does he give? He gives Bhagavad Gita. This is unique. This is phenomenal. This is incredible. And to give Bhagavad Gita to the leaders of the world, it takes some courage because Bhagavad Gita is sort of our holy book. But actually, it's not our holy book. It's a holy book of everybody, every living entity. So it shows fearlessness and courage to give such an incredible gift. And actually, Lord Krishna himself explains that the person who shares this knowledge, this is in the 18th chapter, 68th verse, he says to Arjun that, Ya idim paramam guyam, the one who shares this knowledge, this secret of mine, is very dear to me. And in the next verse, he says, there is no servant in the world who is more dear to me than one who shares the Bhagavad Gita. So that to me shows that Modiji is a devotee of the Lord, very high level devotee, because he's willing to go against normal traditions, but to uphold the original tradition. So I have a great deal of respect for him. And I know my Guru Maharaj, if he was here today, he would be extremely pleased that we are honoring and praying for the protection of this great leader. And he himself would probably spend at least 2 hours minimum talking about him. We would have no chance of getting a word in at all. He would just be firing away about how this incredible leader has transformed Bharat from a culture of corruption and being ridiculed right throughout the world, and to a country now that is treated with some honor, some grace. India is regarded to be Bharat, is regarded to be one of the most principled countries in the whole world. Why? Because he has cut out crazy things like corruption and money, money laundering and so many other things. So we owe a great debt to this amazing leader. And this is nothing. What Bhartiji is doing, I have to commend her. That she was saying to me earlier, how she wants everybody to have Modiji on the tip of their tongues. And who can blame her? He's such an amazing personality. So that's all I really wanted to say. Speeches always in Hindi. And his speeches are always in Hindi. I mean, he's just full of grace and dignity. So we have, the Americans have their Trump or whoever it is now. We have Modiji. So it's a real blessing. So, okay.
Thank you, Navi Prabhu. As Navi Prabhu said, he was never into politics. Neither am I. This is, for me, is a yajna. And this is the election to me is a dharmyud. Because no Modiji, no Kashi corridor, no Mathura temple, no Sri Ram Janmabhoomi temple, and no so many things. The Hindi language owes so much to Modiji, Sanskrit language owes so much, yoga. I mean, this is just to talk about this spiritual and religious benefit we get from having Modiji. And he is a Dharma Guru first, or devotee first, and then a politician. And we are so privileged to have only such a leader can save our culture and dharma. So yes, please, when your house is on fire, you don't look for, okay, I haven't done my makeup, how can I go out, and how I haven't eaten and I haven't done my puja. our house is on fire for next 2 years. We got to support Modiji, because if we lose Modiji just now, we will never be able to revive our dharma. We've lost Pakistan, we've lost part of Bengal, we've lost part of Punjab, and we almost lost Kashmir if it wasn't for Modiji, almost losing Bengal, our side of Bengal. And if you don't support Modiji, I would say leave all your other jobs for later on, because that can be done, but this time will never come. And you please support Modiji. So now I'm very happy to invite Veena ji, who's in our choir group. She's got a beautiful voice. And Veena ji, please say your bhajan prayer.
हाँ, आप सबको नमस्कार। भारती दीदी सुनाई देती है आवाज?
बहुत अच्छी तरह से सुनाई दे रही है।
That's good. हम वो लिंगस्तकम रिसाइट करेंगे। मोदी जी हमें भी बहुत प्यारे हैं। भारत से नहीं है, लेकिन हमारे रूट्स तो हैं भारत से। हम मॉरिशस से हैं, लेकिन बहुत ही प्यार करते हैं भारत से, और जो भी काम मोदी जी कर रहे हैं हम बहुत ही शुक्रगुजार हैं उनसे। आई सपोर्ट मोदी, जैसे कि भारती दीदी जानते भी हैं। तो उनके प्रोटेक्शन के लिए, उनके रक्षा के लिए हम ये सीखे, सिर्फ 2-3 दिन में अगर हमसे कुछ मिस्टेक्स हो जाए तो क्षमा कीजिए। शुरू करते हैं। ओम ब्रह्म मुरारी सुराचितलिंगम निर्मलासित शोभितलिंगम जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिंगम ब्रह्ममामि सदा शिवलिंगम देवमुनि प्रवराचितलिंगम कामधन करुणाकरलिंगम रावण दर्प विनाशनलिंगम तत्र प्रणामि सदा शिवलिंगम सर्वसुगन्धसुलेपितलिंगम बुद्धिविवर्धनकरुणलिंगम सीतासुरासुरवन्दितलिंगम तत्र प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम कनकमावनिभूषितलिंगम फणिपतिव शोभितलिंगम दक्षसूयज विनाशनलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम कुङ्कुमचन्दन लेपितलिंगम पंचकहार सुशोभितलिंगम संचित पाप विनाशनलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम देवगणार्चित सेवितलिंगम भवरक्तिरिवचरलिंगम दीनवराकोटिप्रभरलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम हस्तदलोपरिवेष्टितलिंगम सर्वसमुदकारणलिंगम अष्टदरीरविनाशनलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम सुरगुरु सुरवर भुजलिंगम सुरवना पुष्पसर्जितलिंगम परत्परं परमात्मकलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिंगम। ये छोटा सा प्रार्थना, और जो आती है 2-3 लाइन हमको ठीक से पता नहीं है।
That was wonderful. I never believed. Vinaji said a few days ago that she's going to recite this. She's going to learn this. And her first language is not Hindi or Sanskrit. And I have no idea how she learned it in the 2 days. That was beautiful. Vinaji was one of the singers in. Who was the. कौन था वीना जी आपके ओलंपिक्स में आपने आप
डैनी बॉयल उनके प्रोडक्शन में हम थे 2012 ओलंपिक्स में.
So, and she is part of our Vande Mataram choir group, and we are very proud of that. Now, I would request Nimit Bhai Shishodia, is he here, to say a few words? And after Nimit Bhai, there is Geetika ji going to sing a bhajan. I'd like Nimit Bhai to say a few things about his Soham Foundation. He's doing a really charitable work on a very big scale, and presently he's also connected with the Nabi Prabhu in Sanatan Center, and I'm really happy that he offered to take part. So Nimit Bhai, would you like to? Are you here? Yes, you are.
Can you hear me and see me? Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Jai Shri Krishna, Babaji. How are you? Jai Shri Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Thank you very much. Good to see everyone. And thanks for having me here today. Real pleasure. And as ma'am was saying, so yes, I'm connected to Live for a couple of months now, and it's really an absolute pleasure to work with Live. And then, I firmly believe in the vision what Prabhuji have for Life, and together we're gonna do great thing, I'm sure. Just a little bit about myself. I'm based in West London, and I run a small organization, of course under guidance of Prabhuji. It's called a Soham Foundation. We started with bike ride. We did 117-kilometer bike ride for raising funds for COVID when there was a second wave in India. So, and that's from there we basically just continuing doing various events. So eventually we decided to, focus more on events and help organizations like Live and support them for fundraising and other missions, what we have. Supporting all through. So that's about Soham and us. Now, as far as today's agenda is concerned, so, I mean, who does not know the great personality? And I think already a lot of other great speakers have spoken about Modiji. We do know the great work he have done for the country and especially for the Hindus. And before I go to a list of things which you might not know of what he have done, I think one of the things which we all can agree upon, that he has made Hinduism as a brand globally, which we all are proud of, actually. It was not the case before, actually. We were trying to just hide under the hood for some reason. And now we are, proudly going over the world, and, we're proud to be Hindu. And everywhere across the world, like us in UK and then in US and across the globe, Hindus are uniting and standing up for greater causes. And first of all, they are very confident, be proud of being an Hindu to start with. So I think that is one of the great things under his leadership I have personally seen. Now, there's a small list I want to go through apart from what you might, of course, we all know about Kashi, we all know about Ayodhya. So few things what under the Modi's government has taken place for the upliftment of Hinduism. The artifacts, the idols, which are stolen from India, they were returned from USA. PM Modi has been given Bhagavad Gita as a gift to the world leaders like Barack Obama and Chinese President Xi Jinping and to other Japanese ambassadors, Prince and the Royal Highness in the Japan. So, the emblem of the country, Gita, has been donated to them. The old city's name, which was Mughal names, they've been they're restoring the names, the old names, actually, which was glorifying the Hindu ethos that was in place. The Prime Minister actually suggested to UN 21st of June as the International Day of Yoga, and it's the longest day of the year. So basically, again, promoting Hinduism and the yoga as an international brand. This was interesting. International guests initially used to go to Taj Mahal as a memento of India, but they were changed now. They don't go to Taj Mahal, they're actually visiting temples now. So that's great. Another a big pat on the back is the sale of the cattle for slaughter that has been banned across the country in the animal markets. As we know, the cow is a holy animal for us. Temple in Abu Dhabi. So Narendra Modi's biggest achievement actually to promote Hinduism across the globe is to build the temple in an Islamic country, which was a great deal. He made passport issues for the sadhus and sannyasis and gurus quite easier, which used to be quite tough because of lack of documentation and history for the sadhus. Now that has been, promoted. And another great victory around the Pakistani Hindus, who we know, and the Sikh refugees. They actually made easy for the citizenship to be granted in India under the Modi's law. And the last one from my side is NCERT actually over the years under the Congress government have made a lot of changes in the textbooks. And under Modi's government, those changes actually been rolled back and glorifying the history of our great warriors and other people who actually been, been hidden under the words. So they have been all sort of, came back on in the NCERT syllabus. So there's a huge list. These are 10, 15 points only, which glorifies what the work he has done. And that's how the Hinduism has now become a great brand across the world. And, I personally feel very grateful to have someone like him within his 4 to 5 years of work, what he have changed the demographics of country being is been treated as such a corrupted country and all that. Globally now it has become literally a market leader in various areas, and a lot of innovation is happening. The startup culture is there, and you go to India, you don't feel like it was India, the India I left actually long way back. So it's all done under the great leadership of Modi, and I wish him all the best and a great recovery from whatever he's going through. He's mentally very strong person, but all our prayers are definitely needed in the time of need. So it's a great act. We are putting our key intentions, good intentions together to support him, to help him, and I hope he'll continue to do the great work for the country and for the Hinduism. Thank you very much for listening to me. Hare Krishna.
That was brilliant, Nimit Bhai. You've covered so many aspects of what Modiji's contributed to our country. And now I would like to invite Geetika ji. She's come from Sutton Group. By the way, there are a lot of Jain people here, I see. Samaniji Maharaj is going to be here maybe in about 10 minutes time. So she will do the Jain prayer. So I'd like to invite Geetika ji, and after Geetika ji, Jyotsna Ben, if you're there, we would like to have you. Please be ready. And if not Jyotsna Ben, then Nutan Ben. So Geetika ji.
नमस्कार, मेरा नाम गीतिका है. आप में से कुछ लोग शायद मुझे जानते हैं. मैं सटन से हूँ और मैं आज यहाँ पे इसलिए हूँ because I believe in Modiji and I'm a musician. Music is something I've learned. Music is something I teach. तो मेरा contribution अगर इस cause के towards है तो वो musical ही होना चाहिए. इसलिए मैंने इनिशिएट किया. मैंने बोला कि मैं एक भजन गाना चाहती हूँ. And I can only pray and only wish Modi ji to have a very, very long life, because I tend to feel very safe having him as the leader of India. And I honestly, genuinely feel my family to be very safe, since he's there and he's doing such great work. So very little what I could do, but this is me. ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, ऐसे हो हमारे करम, नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम. ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, ऐसे हो हमारे करम, नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, बड़ा कमजोर है आदमी, अभी लाखों है इसमें कमी। बड़ा कमजोर है आदमी, अभी लाखों है इसमें कमी। पर तू जो खड़ा है दयालु बड़ा, तेरी कृपा से धरती थमी। दिया तूने हमें जब जन्म, तू ही खेलेगा हम सब के गम। नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, ये अंधेरा घना छा रहा, तेरा इंसान घबरा रहा। ये अंधेरा घना छा रहा, तेरा इंसान घबरा रहा। हो रहा बेखबर, कुछ न आता नजर, दुख का सूरज छिपा जा रहा। है तेरी रोशनी में जो दम, तू अमावस को कर दे पूनम। नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, जब जुल्मों का हो सामना, तब तू ही हमें थामना। जब जुल्मों का हो सामना, तब तू ही हमें थामना। वो बुराई करे हम भलाई करे, नहीं बदले की हो भावना। और मिटे बैर का ये भरम, बढ़ उठे प्यार का हर कदम। नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। है मालिक तेरे बंदे हम, ऐसे हो हमारे करम। नेकी पर चले और बदी से डरे, ताकि हंसते हुए निकले दम। ऐ मालिक तेरे बंदे हम।
That was so beautiful, Geetika ji. Thank you so much for joining us. It's hope to have you more often. Thank you so much.
Sure, no problem.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
So I think Samaniji Maharaj has joined us. Samaniji Maharaj, Vandami, Namang Sami, are you here? Okay.
हाँ भारती जी, हम लोगों ने ज्वाइन कर लिया है।
तो सबसे पहले मैं समणी जी महाराज को इंट्रोड्यूस कर दूं। She is a dynamic lady and she did her PhD from SOAS. Very, very learned lady as well as very number, very humble, just like Nabi Prabhu. She can be on level with anybody. और समणी जी महाराज जिससे मिलते हैं उसका हृदय जीत लेते हैं. तो महाराज मैं हृदय से और आपका स्वागत करती हूँ और आपसे मैं अत्यंत आभारी हूँ कि आपने जैन प्रार्थना कहने का हमें समय दिया. आप बहुत व्यस्त हैं, मुझे पता है. जैन नाउ सबसे पहले जब हाई कमीशन में, इंडियन हाई कमीशन में जब मांस मदिरा नहीं चलती थी, फर्स्ट टाइम इट हैपेंड व्हेन डॉक्टर सिंघवी वाज देयर एंड ही वाज also a Jain like us and he was भारतीय जनता पार्टी कैंडिडेट. और अब पहली बार हिस्ट्री में प्रधानमंत्री के आवास में सरकारी फीस्ट में मांस मदिरा नहीं होती है. हमारा गृह मंत्री है अमित शाह, वो जैन है. तो जैनों के लिए बहुत बड़ा ये सबसे प्रथम बार भारत के इतिहास में ऐसा हुआ है. और भी देखिए जैन संस्कृति बहुत उसको फलने फूलने का बहुत अब मौका मिलेगा, बिकॉज द टाइम इज जस्ट राइट. एंड आई वुड इनवाइट महाराज समणी जी, प्रतिभा प्रज्ञा जी, जो वास्तव में बड़ी प्रतिभावान है, टू से द जैन प्रेयर. थैंक यू वेरी मच महाराज.
ओम अरहम. सभी अध्यात्म से जुड़ी हुई, अहिंसा से जुड़ी हुई और अपनी आत्मा से जुड़ी हुई सभी आत्माओं को मेरा प्रणाम, नमस्कार. जैन प्रेयर मैं शुरू करूं. नमो अरहन्ताणं, नमो सिद्धाणं, नमो आयर्याणं, नमो उवज्झायाणं, नमो लोये सव्व साहूणं, नमो अरहन्ताणं, नमो सिद्धाणं. एसो पंच नमोकारो सब पावपणासनो, मंगलाणं च सव्येसिं, पढमं हवै मंगलम्, पढमं हवै मंगलम्.
भावभीनी वंदना भगवान चरणों में चढ़ाए, शुद्ध ज्योतिर्मय निरामय रूप अपने आप पाए,
भगवान चरणों में चढ़ाई।
ज्ञान से निज को निहारे, दृष्टि से निज को निखारे, आचरण की उर्वरा में, लक्ष्य तरुवर लहलहाए, भाव भीनी वंदना। भगवान चरणों में चढ़ाई। सत्य में आस्था अचल हो, चित्त संशय से अचल हो, सिद्ध करे आत्मानुशासन, विजय का संगान गाई। भाव भीनी वंदना। भगवान चरणों में चढ़ाई। बिंदु भी हम सिंधु भी है, भक्त भी भगवान भी है। छिन्न कर सब ग्रंथियों को, सुप्त चेतन को जगाए। भाव भीनी वंदना। भगवान चरणों में चढ़ाई। धर्म है समता हमारा, कर्म समता मय हमारा। साम्य योगी बन हृदय, श्रोत समता का बहाई। भाव भीनी वंदना। भगवान चरणों में चढ़ाई। शिवमस्तु सर्वजगतः, परहित निरता भवन्तु भूतगणा। दोषा प्रयान्तु नाशम्, सर्वत्र सुखी भवतु लोकः सर्वत्र सुखी भवतु लोकः।
ओम अर्हम्।
महाराज आपने बड़ी कृपा की। आज जो दूसरी आवाज जो आप सुन रहे थे वो समणी जी श्री पुण्य प्रज्ञा जी की थी और वो सचमुच में कोकिल कंठा है और आज उनके कोविड भी हो गया है और फिर भी उन्होंने अपनी मधुर आवाज हमें सुनाई। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद महाराज। हम लोग जो भी धर्म हमारे भारतवर्ष में है, मैं तो उनको सबको हिंदू संस्कृति का ही अंग मानती हूँ। हिंदू कौन है? इंग्लैंड में रहता है वो इंग्लिश, आयरलैंड में रहता है वो आयरिश और हिंदुस्तान में जो रहता है वो हिंदू। तो हम हिंदू संस्कृति से कहीं अलग नहीं जा सकते। आप इसको हिंदू संस्कृति कहें, सनातन परंपरा कहें, जो भी कहें, लेकिन हम सभी के जो अंडरलाइन थॉट्स हैं, अंडरलाइन फिलोसॉफी है, वो सेम है, कर्मवाद आदि आदि। तो मैं आगे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं कहूंगी। अब मैं इनवाइट करती हूँ, अगर ज्योत्सना बहन आ गई हैं। ज्योत्सना बहन, वुड यू लाइक टू say something? Okay, while we Josna Ben, if you can get ready, I would invite Nutan ji. Nutan ji is a real enthusiastic person. She loves Sanskrit Stotra. She is doing so many things and very, very talented lady and very good singer. So she's also part of our Vande Mataram choir group. Nutan ji is going to do a little bit of Vishnu Sahasranam. Nutan ji.
Hari Om. Thank you. What can I say about Modiji that hasn't already been said? He's in my heart. I've been praying for him actually since you've told us. So every night I've been doing some shlokas from Vishnu Sahasranam. So I've got a few minutes. So I will just start with this. And I would say that one passion I share with Modiji is actually giving Bhagavad Gitas. So I have taken that on, and long live Modiji. And a few shlokas from the beginning of the the purport of Vishnu Sahasranama, and Lord Vishnu asking him to take care of Modiji and as best as he can and save him from all the negative forces around him. So Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Vishnave Paramatmane Namaha. Om Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Yasya Dviraka Vaktradya Parishadya Parashatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamashraye Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Vyasam Vashishthanaptaram Shakte Pautramakalmasham Parasharatmajam Vande Shukhatatam Taponidim Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanide Vashishtaya Namo Namaha Avikaraya Shuddhaya Nityaya Paramatmane Sadaika Rupa Rupaya Vishnave Sarvajishnave Yasya Smarana Matrena Janma Sansara Bandhanat Vimuchyate Namastasmai Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Om Namo Vishnave Prabha Vishnave श्रीवैशम्पायन उवाच श्रुत्वा धर्मान् शेषेण पावनानि च सर्वशः युधिष्ठिरः शान्तनवं पुनरेवाभ्यभाषत युधिष्ठिर उवाच किमेकं दैवतं लोके किं वाप्येकं परायणं स्तुवन्तकं कमर्थं च प्राप्नुयुर्मानवा शुभम् को धर्म सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् श्रीभीष्म उवाच जगत्प्रभुं देवदेवम् अनन्तं पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण पुरुषः सततोत्थितः तमेव चार्चयन् नित्यं भक्त्या पुरुषमव्ययं ध्यायन् स्तुवन् नमस्यंश्च यजमानस्तमेव च अनादिनिधनं विष्णुं सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं लोकाध्यक्षं स्तुवन् नित्यं सर्वदुःखातिगो भवेत् ब्रह्मण्यं सर्वधर्मण्यं लोकानां कीर्तिवर्धनं लोकनाथं महद्भूतं सर्वभूतभवोद्भवम् एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधिकतमो मतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं स्तवैरर्चेन्नरः सदा परमं यो महत्तेज परमं यो महत्तपः परमं यो महद्ब्रह्म परमं यः परायणं पवित्राणां पवित्रं यो मङ्गलानां च मङ्गलं दैवतं देवतानां च भूतानां यो व्ययः पिता यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि भवन्त्यादियुगागमे यस्मिंश्च प्रलयं यान्ति पुनरेव युगक्षये तस्य लोकप्रधानस्य जगन्नाथस्य भूपते विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रं मे शृणु पापभयापहम् यानि नामानि गौणानि विख्यातानि महात्मनः ऋषिभिः परिगीतानि तानि वक्ष्यामि भूतये श्री नाम्नां सहस्रस्य वेदव्यासो महामुनिः छन्दोनुष्टुप् तथा देवो भगवान् देवकी सुतः अमृतां शुद्भवो बीजं शक्तिर्देवकी नन्दनः त्रिसामा हृदयं तस्य शान्त्यर्थे विनियुज्यते विष्णुं जिष्णुं महाविष्णुं प्रभविष्णुं महेश्वरम् अनेकरूपदैत्यान्तं नमामि पुरुषोत्तमं केशवः पातु मे पादौ जङ्गे नारायणो मम माधवो मे कटिं पातु गोविन्दो गुह्यमेव च नाभिं विष्णुष्टु मे पातु जठरं मधुसूदनः उरस्त्रिविक्रमः पातु हृदयं पातु वामनः श्रीधर पातु मे कंठं ऋषिकेशो मुखं मम पद्मनाभस्तु नयने शिरो दामोदरो मम एवं एतानि नामानि जपकाले विशेषतः विन्यसेदात्म रक्षार्थं सर्वमङ्गलसिद्धये ध्यानं क्षीरोदन्वत् प्रदेशे शुचिमणिविलसत् सैकते मौक्तिकानां माला क्लुप्ता सनस्तस्फटिकमणिनिभ्रैर्मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः शुभ्रैरभ्रैरदभ्रैरुपरि विरचितैर्मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः आनन्दीन पुनीयादरिनलिनगदा शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः भूपादौ यस्य नाभिर्वियदसुरनीलश्चन्द्र सूर्यो च नेत्रे कर्णावाशा शिरोद्योर्मुखमपि दहनो यस्य वास्तेयमब्धिः अन्तस्थं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरखगो भोगि गन्धर्वदैत्यैः चित्रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवन वपुषं विष्णुमीशं नमामि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं मेघश्यामं पीतकौशेयवासं कौस्तुभोष्टिपासिताङ्गं पुण्योपेतं पुण्डरीकायताक्षं विष्णुं वन्दे सर्वलोकैकनाथं नमः समस्तभूतानाम् आदिभूताय भूभृते अनेकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे सशङ्खचक्रं सकिरीटकुण्डलं सपीतवस्त्रं सरसीरुरेक्षणं सहारवक्षस्थलशोभिकौस्तुभं नमामि विष्णुं शिरसा चतुर्भुजं छायायां पारिजातस्य हेमसिंहासनोपरि आसीनमं बुद्धश्यामम् आयन्ताक्षं मकल्कृतं चन्द्राणां चतुर्बाहुं श्रीवत्साङ्कितवक्षसं रुक्मिणी सत्यभामाभ्यां सहितं कृष्णमाश्रये श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वराणने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वराणने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वराणने हरि ओम Thank you, Bharti ji.
Wow, Nutan Ben. It
Thank
was
you.
music to everybody's ears, I'm sure. What a
Dedicated
beautiful...
to Modiji.
You've
Thank
got
you.
a beautiful voice, beautiful feelings, bhakti, and the way you pronounce Sanskrit, it's beautiful, really beautiful. So now I would like to invite Pushpa Ben Baba to say a bhajan or whatever she's decided to do. So while
I'll-
Pushpa Ben is coming, I'd like to say a little poem somebody sent me just before the program. हम सब के प्यारे मोदी जी, व्यक्तित्व निराले मोदी जी, भारत के रखवाले मोदी जी, हिंदुओं के सहारे मोदी जी, मानवता की मिसाल बन मानवता को निखारे मोदी जी, संस्कृति का सम्मान मोदी जी, देशभक्त का पैगाम मोदी जी, जन जन के अरमान मोदी जी, भारत की गजब शान मोदी जी, जग में भारत की पहचान बन भारत का अवदान मोदी जी, कश्मीर की जान मोदी जी, बंगाल की आन बान मोदी जी, पंजाब की शान मोदी जी, केरल की बान मोदी जी, दिल्ली का दिल जीतकर सारे भारत की पुकार मोदी जी, अयोध्या की ख्वाब मोदी जी, बनारस का प्रभाव मोदी जी, साबरमती की चाहत मोदी जी, हरिद्वार मथुरा रामेश्वर तक गंगा की पावनता का प्रतीक, स्वस्थ भारत का प्रमाण मोदी जी। जय हो मोदी जी की, and may God give him long life, healthy life. Okay, Pushpa Ben, we're ready to listen to you. Well,
Sorry, I was going to do bhajan, but I'm just going to do a short prayer. And what can I say? Modi ji, there's no words for him. And I'm so happy to say that in 2008, I had the pleasure of meeting him personally in Gandhinagar when he was the CM of Gujarat. So I'll just do a short prayer, but it's in Gujarati. I'm so sorry if people who don't understand.
You don't need to be sorry. Gujarati is also our language.
I know.
And Modi ji's language.
I know, of course, it's Gujarati. So. सौनु करो कल्याण दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण सौनु करो कल्याण दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण नर नारी पशु पंखीनी साथे नर नारी पशु पंखीनी साथे जीव जंतुनु तमाम दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण जगनवासियो सौ सुख भोगवे जगनवासियो सौ सुख भोगवे आनंद आठे धाम दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण दुनियाમાં દર્દ દુકાળ પડે નહીં દુનિયામાં દર્દ દુકાળ પડે નહીં લડે નહીં કોઈ કામ दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण सर्व जगे सुखाकारी वदेने सर्व जगे सुखाकारी वदेने वडी वदे धनदान दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण कोय कोईनु बुरु नहीं छे कोई कोईनु बुरु नहीं छे सौनु ईछे सौ समान दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण पोते पोताना धर्म प्रमाणे पोते पोताना धर्म प्रमाणे सर्वे भजे भगवान दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण दयाळु प्रभु सौनु करो कल्याण Thank you, Partiji. Over to you.
Beautiful prayer. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya.
Yes.
Very, very, very nice. So I'd like to invite now. I just like to say that I'd like to welcome Praveen Bhai and Janak Ben from Patidar Samaj. I saw them, and also Shashi Bhai Patel, who's treasurer of Bharatiya Janata Party Europe. So welcome to all of you. Praveen Bhai, it's wonderful to see you. So do join us whenever you can.
Okay.
I'd like to now invite Kalpana Ben to give us a bhajan. Kalpana Ben.
नमस्ते भारती जी और मोदी जी का साथ है हमारा. We did the opening when, if you remember, Modi ji came here in Wembley, Bharti ji, with BVG. That was such a lovely experience we had. So I'll sing a Jain Stavan. मैत्री पावनो पवित्र शरणो मुझ हैयामा वया करे शुभताओ आ सकल विश्वनो एवी भावना नित्य रहे एवी भावना नित्य रहे गुणति भरेला गुणी जन देखी हयो मारो मृत्य करे ए संतो ना चरण कमल मा मुझ जीवन नु अद्य रहे दीन क्रूर ने धर्म विहोणा देखी दिल मा दर्द रहे करुणा भीनी आँखों माथी अश्रुनो शुभ शोथ वहे मार्ग भूलेला जीवन प्रतिगने मार्ग चिंधवा उभो रहूं करे उपेक्षा ए मार्गनि तो ये समता चित्र धरो वीर प्रभुनि धर्म भावना हये सौमा नवलावे वेर जेर ना पाप तजीने मंगल गीतों ए गावे प्रभु मंगल गीतों ए गावे. जय जिनेंद्र. नमस्ते भारती जी. जय हिंद to Modi ji. Our prayers are with him.
That's wonderful. That's such a beautiful prayer. If we can have forgiveness in our hearts, that is the biggest act of ahimsa. Such a beautiful prayer. Now I would like to just to tell you, there is Sangeeta Ben who's singing a bhajan. Then there is Sachin Bhai Bagla, and there is Chandrakant Bhai, who I actually got to know yesterday. So please be ready. I'd invite now Sangeeta Ben, please.
Namaste Bharti ji, namaste everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me, and as we all are very big fan of Modiji, I'm going to dedicate a Mata Rani bhajan for Modiji, and our prayers for Modiji is may Mata Rani bless Modiji ever and forever. करो विनंती माँ आपने, करो विनंती माँ आपने, कि सुधार जो मारी मती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती, हूँ करो विनंती माँ आपने, हूँ करो विनंती माँ आपने, कि सुधार जो मारी मती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती, वामंगे वीणाधारती, वामंगे वीणाधारती, करपुष्टक माला शोभती, करपुष्टक माला शोभती, सोहे सवारी हंसनी, सोहे सवारी हंसनी, श्रुत ज्ञान नीचुअधिपति माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती, देववृंद तमुनि सदा नमे, देववृंद तमुनि सदा नमे, तव नाही मन रमना रमे, तव नाव रमना ही रमे, करुणामयी भवतारिणी, करुणामयी भवतारिणी, मुझ तुम तिमिरनी वारती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती, गत गत तमारो मावास छे, गत गत तमारो मावास छे, तुम दृष्टि थी अजीवास छे, तुम दृष्टि थी अजवास छे, सेवमान चरणों सदा रहे, सेवमान चरणों सदा रहे, अज्ञान तने निर्वारती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती माँ सरस्वती माँ भगवती, हूँ करो विनंती सरस्वती माँ भगवती. Live long, Modiji. Thank you so much, Bhartiji.
That was lovely. Prayer to Mataji Maharaj, one of the roops of Mataji Maharaj. So we've, I think, covered quite a few of our Devi Devtas and religions. Now I would request Sachin Ji Bagla to sing a bhajan. And after that there is Chandrakant Bhai, and then we will do Aarti. Jai Jagdish Hare. So please join me in that. So Sachin Ji Bagla.
जी भारती जी, Hare Krishna. Am I audible? Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
I will just do a small prayer to Lord Krishna. कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. पितु मात स्वामी सखा हमारे, पितु मात स्वामी सखा हमारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. ठाकुर हमारे प्राणों से प्यारे, तुम हो हमारे, हम हैं तुम्हारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. गैया चरैया माखन चुरैया, गैया चरैया माखन चुरैया. दीनों की नैया के तुम ही खीवैया, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. गोविंद मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है, गोविंद मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है. श्री बांके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है, गोविंद मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है. श्री बांके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है, गोविंद मेरो है, गोपाल मेरो है. श्री बांके बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा. कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। तुमसे है धरती, तुमसे है अंबर, तुमसे है अग्नि सातों समंदर, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
That was so beautiful, Sachin bhai. You put me in a meditative mood. Really beautifully sung. You've got amazing voice.
Well done.
So may I now request if Chandrakant bhai is here? Are you here, Chandrakant bhai? So it doesn't look that Chandrakant bhai is here. So we will end with the Jai Jagdish Hare. So although I won't be able to hear everybody, please keep yourself on the mute, but please sing with me. Haji. Josna Ben is here. Josna Ben, why don't you? Haji.
प्रार्थना करें आज।
Sorry, Bharti Didi, can I just say something? Just one sentence. We have somebody, Sneji from St. Martin's. She has joined to listen to our prayers. She's here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
That is so nice. Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Josna Ben.
आज की जो प्रार्थना सभा हमने बुलाई है मोदी जी के लिए, और हाजिर जो सब लोग हैं सबको प्रणाम। सबके एक ख्वाहिश है कि मोदी जी का काम आगे बढ़ते रहे, उनके कदमों पे हम सब उनके साथ चलते रहे, उनके अच्छे कामों के लिए प्रार्थना करते रहे, उनके कोई भी विघ्न आए उसमें गणपति दादा उनसे दूर करे, उनको खूब शक्ति दे। नवरात्रि के टाइम पे मोदी जी के प्रार्थना हमने भेजी है, वो भी आप सब सुनते हैं। और आज भी वो प्रार्थना हमने सुनी तो लगा कि माता जी उनको खूब शक्ति दे और उनके काम के आगे बढ़ने में बस हम सब के साथ और हमको भी प्रेरणा करते रहे और आगे बढ़ते ही रहे। हम जब भी सत्संग करने बैठते हैं तो एक हमेशा प्रार्थना करते हैं, कसोटी माँ प्रभु तारी कृपानु दान तू दे दे। अभी मोदी जी की कसौटी तो हो ही रही है, चारों और वो सभी विघ्न संतोषी लोगों से घेरे हुए हैं। श्री जी बाबा से हम प्रार्थना करें, उनको श्री जी बाबा की कृपा का दान मिले। बोलते हैं जो हमारी श्रावणी जी ने जो उनके लिए लिखा है, कसोटी माँ प्रभु तारी कृपानु दान तू दे जे। कसोटी माँ प्रभु तारी कृपानु दान तू दे जे। कसोटी થાય છે અઘરી અધૂરા થાય છે જીવો અધૂરું પણ મધુરું થાય જીવન દાન તું દેજે અધૂરું પણ મધુર થાય જીવન દાન તું દેજે કસોટીમાં પ્રભુ તારી કૃપાનું દાન તું દેજે કસોટીમાં ભલે હારું કૃપાળું ઝીલજે મુજને જીવનની સૌ દશામાં જીવવાની આમ તું દેજે કસોટીમાં પ્રભુ તારી કૃપાનું દાન તું દેજે પ્રભુ મુજ આંખમાં જળમાં તું કાજલ થઈ ખોવાજે અને કોરા કાગળ પર સહી તું અમને આમ દઈ દેજે કસોટીમાં પ્રભુ તારી કૃપાનું દાન તું દઈજે કસોટીમાં કરોડો સોટીઓ તું મારજે કિંતુ કહે જે શ્રાવણી જીવી શકે દાન તું દેજે પ્રભુ તારી કૃપાનું દાન તું દેજે લસોટી મહેંદીની માફક ચરણમાં સ્થાન તું દેજે કસોટીમાં પ્રભુ તારી કૃપાનું દાન દેજે श्री जी बाबानी जय। 2 लाइन और एक मंत्र जो गुरु जी के लिए आपने बोला था भारती जी कि आप गुरु जी से खास प्रिया करें, उनके लिए अघोर कष्ट दरण स्तोत्रम अभी जो उनकी बहुत मुश्किल का टाइम पसार हो रहा है, जीविका भी उनके लिए जीना भी सबने मुश्किल कर दिया है, वो तो पता है, चारों ओर से वो घेरे हुए हैं। उसमें अघोर कष्टोद्वरण स्तोत्रम मैं बोलूंगी। ओम श्रीपाद श्री वल्लभ त्वं सदैव श्री दत्तास्मान पै देवादिदेव भावग्राय क्लेशारिं सुकृते गुरा कष्टादुरस्मान नमस्ते तम माता तम पिता तो दीपत्सम तथा योगसेम कृत सद्गुरुस्त्वं त्वं सर्वस्वं न प्रभो विश्वमूर्ते गुरा कष्टादुरस्मान नमस्ते नान्य साता न पिदाता न भर्ता त्वतो देवतं शरणकर्ता कुर्वात्र्यानुगां पूर्ण रात्रे गुरा कष्टादुरस्मान नमस्ते पापं तापं व्याधिमादिं च दैन्यं भीतिं क्लेशं तं हरासु तदन्यं त्रातारं न वीक्षिक्षा सजूर्ते गुरात् कष्टादुरस्मान नमस्ते धर्मे प्रीतिं सन्मत्तिं देव भक्तिं सत्संगा प्राप्तिं देहि भुक्तिं च मुक्तिं भावाशक्तिं चाखिलानंद मूर्ते गुरात् कष्टादुरस्मान नमस्ते श्लोक पंचकमे तद्य लोक मंगल वर्धनम प्रपटनीयत भक्ता स श्री दत्त प्रियो भवेत। ओम राम दत्तात्रेयाय नमः। ओम राम दत्तात्रेयाय नमः। ओम राम दत्तात्रेयाय नमः। जब भी प्रार्थना करते हैं, सुबह जब भी बोले ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वर, कौन जाने केम मोदी जी सामने आ गए, लगता है कि वही हमारे गुरु है, वही हमारा सब कुछ है। उनमें मुझे ब्रह्मा ही दिखाई देते हैं, विष्णु भी दिखाई देते हैं, और शिव जी भी दिखाई देते हैं। हर एक कार्य में हम सूक्ष्म दृष्टि से देखें तो मैं हर वक्त भारती जी से भी वो बात करती रहती हूँ कि मुझे दिखाई देता है कि हमारे लिए ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश सब कुछ वही है, अवतारी पुरुष है। भगवान ने उनको हमारे लिए, भारत के लिए, भारत की कटोकटी के समय में भेज दिया है। और जो हमने देखा है, उन्होंने भारत की नई रोशनी फैला दी है, सारे जगत में, सारी दुनिया में उनका नाम रोशन कर दिया है। हम तो कहते हैं, लेकिन सारी दुनिया बोलते हैं कि उनके जैसे कोई प्रधान नहीं है, प्रधानमंत्री। और वो बात सच है। उनके लिए जो कुछ बोले वो कम है, बोलने का समय भी ज्यादा है नहीं। 27 तारीख को जब हम मिलेंगे तब कुछ बोलेंगे। प्रणाम। अभी तो वही कहें, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से मिलाते चलो। जिसका न कोई संगी साथी, ईश्वर है रखवाला। जो निर्धन है, जो निर्बल है, वो है प्रभु का प्यारा। प्यार के मोती, प्यार के मोती लुटाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो। मोदी जी के लिए हम सबकी प्रार्थना है, लॉन्ग लॉन्ग लाइफ उनके लिए हम करें। प्रभु उनका जीवन बहुत लंबा बनाए।
Thank you so much, Jyotsna-ben. That was so beautifully said with all the emotions and bhakti. हम सब की प्रार्थना उनको लगे, मोदी जी को। और मैं एक भजन गाने वाली थी, लेकिन अब समय बहुत हो गया है। Shall we do the आरती, or shall we just do a few mantras? And I think it's been, and वो जो अपने सचिन वागला साहब ने गाया था, वो एक तरह से बहुत सुंदर प्रेयर भी थी। तो मेरे ख्याल से we won't do जय जगदीश हरे, we will just sing a few things and सबका भला करे भगवान, सबका भला करे भगवान। सब होवे कर्तव्य परायण, सबका हो कल्याण। सब होवे कर्तव्य परायण, सबका हो कल्याण। सबका भला करे भगवान, सबका भला करे भगवान। मोदी जी का भला करे भगवान। सियावर रामचंद्र जी की जय जय, राधावर कृष्ण चंद्र जी की जय जय। उमापति महादेव जी की जय जय, भगवती जगदम्बा जी की जय जय। पवन सुत हनुमान जी की जय जय। बोलो भाई सब देवन की जय जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय जय, बोलो भाई भारत माता जय सियावर राम सियावर राम सियावर रामचंद्र जी की जय जय सियावर राम सियावर राम सियावर राम चंद्र जी की जय 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 श्री सीताराम जय जय श्री राधे श्याम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। महावीर स्वामी की जय, गुरु नानक देव जी की जय, सब संतन की जय, सब भक्तन की जय। आज आप लोग सब पधारे, मोदी जी के लिए प्रार्थना की, आप सबकी जय हो। और सबसे अधिक मैं नाभि प्रभु को धन्यवाद देती हूँ कि उन्होंने सनातन सेंटर के प्लेटफॉर्म पे ये प्रेयर मीटिंग रखी। आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल टू यू। नाभि प्रभु, वुड यू लाइक टू से द लास्ट word for tonight?
Actually, happy that so many devotees joined, and it shows the importance of this occasion of prayers for protection. And so happy that you requested us very kindly, Bhartiji, and you're putting so much wonderful effort. I know my Guru Maharaj will be very, very pleased with you, and his blessings are there. I am 100% sure, certain of that. And may you continue with this wonderful venture and really give the Lord, petition the Lord for his long life. And no doubt the Lord already has his plan, but it is our duty to also request him that please, he's doing such fantastic work. Please let him continue with that great, great work that he's doing. I've learned so much today, I have to say. I didn't know so many things about him, and I'd like to thank you for allowing us this opportunity to glorify and offer some prayers of protection for Modiji. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, Nabi Prabhu. You are doing such a... Wow, what's that? Can we see that? Somebody has drawn out Modiji's photo or something? Let's
highlight it.
It's a pencil sketch.
Ah, wow, wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, I apologize that the program was a bit longer than I expected, but I wanted everybody to offer their prayers, whoever wanted to, and it was so wonderful to connect with all of you who listened with such patience, and really, really, from the bottom of my heart, grateful to you. Keep praying for Modiji, but praying is not enough. Support him physically, mentally, financially, in whatever way you can. Support him. You know, we Hindus, we just pray and we think God will... Even Bhagwan Krishna in his Gita didn't say, okay, don't worry, just pray, do a meditation, you will win the war. You still have... That is the Gita ka sandesh. You have to exert yourself. You have the God's blessings and whatever, but you still have to exert yourself. So I think the prime object of any Hindu should be not just to pray, but do something about it. You all have to decide how you can support Modiji, and Modiji is this Dharma Yuddha, or we call Chunav. So please think how you can do it. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much, Nabi Prabhu, and thanks
thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna, Nabi Prabhu.
Thank you,
Hare Krishna,
beautiful,
everyone.
Vishnu Sahasranam.
Hare Krishna.
Part of it was very beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Sachin, you're so good. You're going to have to sing a lot more, huh?
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for having me here. I'm really sorry. Nabi Prabhu knows that I was not here for a big part of the session, but whatever I could attend, I'm really grateful and be a small part of it. Yeah.
Thank you. Fantastic. Fantastic effort.
Thank you. It was nice.
Thank you,
Bhartiji.
Thank you, Bhartiji and Nabi Prabhu, for organizing and giving us an opportunity. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you very much,
Hare Krishna.
And Hare